Yo, back at it, chatters. Welcome back to Farthest Frontier. Good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween, and welcome back to our one of our favorite city builders that is now finally out in 1.0. Jump back into it, build ourselves a fortress. We're going to get started. We're in the very initial phases of building in the most extreme difficulty, which means it'll take a very long time until we have the resources and materials to build a fortress. But we need to. We need to be able to build it to withstand the invasions which are coming. You want to see me in a raptor mask? I do have some, actually, pictures of me in like a dinosaur mask on Instagram. So, exclamation point Instagram. I'm just deciding as going myself today. I haven't had a lot of time really to even do like creepy games on the channel, my usual pumpkin carving, or even dress up, because I've been getting ready for the big Japan trip, which will be this weekend. I'll be leaving. But don't worry, I've been spending a lot of the time where I haven't been streaming, recording and preparing a lot of videos for you guys, even more so than I expected. Like, I got a ton of content ready, some of which is still from the Steam Next Fest, which was a couple weeks ago. Some of those demos are still up, and then some others that came out like before the Steam Next Fest, during, after, and then other demos that are like coming soon, soon that are like right after the event. So yeah, plenty more cool stuff coming up on the channel, and I'll be live streaming over on YouTube too for Japan, so that should be a good time. I also been looking at that City Skylines 2 DLC, and I realized I really liked building a port town, and want to play City Skylines 2 a lot more. I think the game is getting better, and it looks like a lot of people are changing their reviews on Steam, and also it is marked very or mostly positive or very positive, some sort of positivity for their DLC, which is good. Like any good news is good news for that game. I just want there to be more good city builders. I don't mind though that we have more of these, ancient or prehistoric city builders. I mean, we got like Anno coming out. 11.7 will be Roman times, right at the turn of the into the what, AD, or what do they call it, ADE or whatever. Anyway, good stuff. I want more survival city builders pre-electricity and whatnot, but I think that's why I really liked 1800, was because it had like ships of sail and not electricity and fuel, and then eventually boom, ships and fuel. So it should be good. Do I know what's new? Well, I don't know. I just started up the game, so if there's any patch notes on Steam, well, that's where I'd start. Or Discord. Oh, food is looking pretty good. Only 1 month of food left, but we are in late winter, so spring's right around the corner. All right. So if we build our fortress, from what I am imagining, we have a small little fortress here, but I think when we refer to fortress, it's going to have to be several medium-sized forts because of where the enemy attacks from. So we can't just build one fort and hope they attack it. We have to build in the way in which they attack. So we've been seeing them attack from up here. So we better make sure we cut down all these things. Oh, also we had the military go out and start eliminating like wolf dens. And I think what we need is we need forts on the outskirts. For like bow and arrow. We need people to be able to shoot from those forts. And then we also need a fort inside the city to just be for melee troops. So I can deploy those troops. Oh, we're 17 years in. Okay. So we're gonna need like a foot army. Led by General Dr. Scholes. Yes. An army to be reckoned with, for sure. Okay, we need 158. Oh, and we need... Oh, another big goal is to get to 200 so we can get more research done for actually doing more research towards... well, we've got to upgrade our keep to level 3. So maybe another couple, 2-3 houses. Just a couple, 2-3. Just a couple, 2-3. Well, Manor Lords in this game have a lot of things in common that I want, and also I want more games to do what SimCity 2013 did, and then City Skylines did, where instead of building like a whole new building, it'd be really cool if we could do more upgrades that provided more visual upgrades. And one thing that's really cool is like in Farthest Frontier and in Manor Lords, sorry, in Foundation and Manor Lords, you can kind of build things to your liking a little bit. Like with your manor, the whole premise of that is to be able to like find a fortifiable position and kind of custom build your walls and your keep where you want it to be. So I really like what all these games do. They're all very good, and they all have something that the others don't. So there's not really one that's better than the other. It's kind of depending on your mood or really what you want to focus on, because I feel like survival in Farthest Frontier is much more difficult and has much more planning to it than Manor Lords at the moment. But I would hope for that to change in the future. But yet then again, Farthest Frontier is super lighthearted. It doesn't really have any challenge or combat to it, but then it does, because then it gives you a lot of opportunity to like perfect things. So the games kind of allow you to create your own goals, which is both a good and a bad thing in a city builder. But if they give you a lot of tools to decorate, and especially in this game, having like literally end game goals, you know, getting up to the tech tree and then building, like, you know, there's a few different ways to win. But I think a city builder is good when you're kind of reaching the end and you don't want the end to arrive, and then so you just like save the city and be like, I'll come back later, and then start over again. Like when there's still things to do towards the end game, but you like that early and mid game grind. Not that the late game grind is bad or anything, but it's kind of how it is in these games too, is when I've got all the population going, it's like I kind of want to do another reroll. But then again, in this case of Farthest Frontier, it was all because of the updates. But now with 1.0, I think for a while the updates are going to be focused on like tweaking, you know, house fires and the tech tree, which are both big and small changes at the same time. Because if they change the tech tree, that could be as easy as changing a value in a spreadsheet from a 1 to a 2 or a 1 to a 0 or whatever. So good stuff. I like all the good games, man. I want all good games to succeed. And then there's too many of them. Maybe I should just say all... No. I was going to say, like, I should say all games are bad, but it's not true. Okay, we have somebody sick there. Do we have the... Let's turn on the clinic. Oh, fractured bone. Yeah, they're going to need some help. Great spot to build our fortress will be up there, but it has to be... Well, they got to clear the land out first. And labor population has to go up too. Oh, good. They were cured. They were cured. Excellent. Good. Oh, Torneson, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to you and your viewers. Welcome to the Farthest of Frontiers. 3 children have grown up. Excellent. Southern defense looking good. Okay, I think the raid just came in, so we're not... Like, I think we're 2 or 3 years before the next raid. Also, I got to get rid of that camp. We got to get... Got to get another barracks up. A bee sting! Oh, man, that's going to be a fatal condition. Yeah, there's a few good gold mines on this map. So our goal is to, like... I think what we want to do for now is... whatever I do, I want to have some money. So we're gonna work on raising the population to then mine gold and coal, smelt that into ingots or whatnot to make cash, and then probably buy some weapons. We're probably gonna buy some weapons with that money, and then that'll allow us to afford a bigger military. Oh, good, and traders are on their way. You watch tons of my YouTube videos, found many fun games thanks to you. Well, good. Good to hear. Thank you for watching. Yeah, 1.0 is great. It's good to actually like say that this game is out and available and that so many people have played it over the years. I think this year has been kind of a rough year too for like all these great games came out, and there's just been so many games in general that there hasn't been time to play them all or to acknowledge them all. Which, you know, it is what it is. That happens. All right, I got to flatten some of the land out so we can put some more homes down. So let's try, how do we flatten land again? Oop, crops lost to animals. Oh, okay, we got deer finally coming over. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot we gotta build some walls around this whole area. Okay, let's pause a few things and get some work done. Iron Clan is here. Trent, oh, they're paying a little bit more for clay pots. Good. Tools are at a lower price. So let's buy all the tools we can. And then we'll trade clay pots with her. Then let's lay out a fence for the deer. Yeah, that's a good tactic. I mentioned this. I made a tutorial video too on farming and both like initial starting and deer hunting. It is totally a very smart tactic to lure the deer over with like a field of just carrots or something, like some throwaway crop, flax or whatever, and then just leave it exposed, and then you can put a hunter on there and take advantage of the meat. So it's totally a good way to do that. For now though, I'm just gonna wall them up. And I'm gonna just build a wall here. And this is gonna be, again, still temporary. Now I'll take care of the deer and stuff. I'll put some gates down there as soon as they're done. But we have some other things to solve, like crop diseases and more rotation. And adding more farms. But again, we need more workers for that, so it'll be an exponential growth over time. Okay, let's flatten terrain. Crops lost to animals. Oh, you've been able to fence in boar in the past game? Oh, that's a good idea too, because then you can kind of keep them away from charging at people, but then use them as a food source. That's good, yeah. I like how there's multiple deer in this game and that they kind of move around, and I want Manor Lords to do the same, where maybe it'll have like a small, medium, or large amount of animals, and then different types of animals too. It works for that game's balancing so far. It's all good. Okay, so we'll keep getting that alert until we wall that off. That'll be annoying, but it's not like we're not doing anything about it. Ooh, and it looks like fruits are coming in, like actual fruit on the trees. Oh, and they finished moving that out of there. Good. All right, let's take one of the arborists. So I think we're growing... Okay, we got apples and peaches here. So let's do pears. Oh, I think we may have missed one there. I might be able to fit more in there, but I'm just going to maybe leave it for now. They got a few of those to plant, so that'll take a couple, 2-3 minutes. I really want the orchards to be square. I want there to be a tool for rounding and squaring up the orchards. Predators are attacking. Oh boy. Bear? Bear. Just out of nowhere. Jeez.
It will be done.
Deploy the troops. Capable with the 32 months. You love this game? Me too. Bear eliminated. We got him. He's down. Bear dead. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Don, thank you very much for the 5, dude. Thank you. That's very nice.
At Raptor, did you hear about Surviving Mars? Relaunched coming out 10th November.
I did. Yeah, Surviving Mars has a... they're doing a remaster of that game. And we'll have a video out on November 10th for that one. Which is kind of cool because it should include all the DLCs from the first game. And I think that's when I actually kind of started to enjoy Surviving Mars, is when we had all the DLCs and stuff, like when you could terraform and dig underground and all that. 'Twas pretty cool. 'Twas. So thank you, dude. Thank you for that. Okay, so now... How's crop rotation? Oh, we do have a video on the channel explaining a little bit how all that works. So if anybody wants to know how it works, or if you need any tips on it, there is a video for that that covers fertility and like soil makeup and stuff. Oh, we got knowledge. We got knowledge. Knowledge has been generated. Okay, now we got to figure out what we're investing in. Let's see. Disease resistance. That might be good for the crops. Because if we can get more food, we could go with stone walls. That would be good too. But if we get better crops, we can get more people, and thus more people can then mean a bigger army too. So I want better crop resistance, because that's always going to be working against us. Food is everything. Yeah, you can plant blueberry bushes. You can move them around. There's a tutorial video on the channel, so if you haven't seen that, quite a few good tutorial videos on the channel. And these are tutorials on things that come up all the time, like about farming and crop rotation, about blueberries. A lot of questions that everybody has asked since day one. I made videos back in like 2022 on, and then I made them again more recently, so like they would go back into the algorithm, and a lot of people be checking out the game for the first time because maybe they hadn't heard about it. Now that 1.0 is around, a lot of people are finding out about it. It's good to hear. Andrew's Plane Rider is here. Let's see. I bought some tools. That was good. That'll speed up production. You're still learning the main things about this game? Yeah. We got some, again, on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of tutorials. I think we're still putting the 2025 stuff into playlist. But if you just go to the video tab, any video from like the last month is a tutorial for Farthest Frontier, including how to survive the first day. So again, check the channel for those videos. I don't know what I want to sell. Oh, no, he's not going to buy. We don't really have much to sell. He will buy tools for a little more, but... Not much I'm going to be able to sell them. No, 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 no. Music's so nice. Oh, and there's quite a few gold deposits too. I think we're going to start mining coal first when the time comes over here. When we start smelting, that's where we're going to go first. Okay, so they're building that fence. Good. I also got to get that money back up, but we got to get villagers in, villagers. Oh, did we flatten that area out? Okay, I want to put a house there. Okay, lightnings don't hit any of the houses now. Don't do it. I don't want no lightning hitting no house. Trading post has a visiting merchant. Okay, so I hope there's a third merchant on the way though. We shall see. And log production is at... Ooh, we got a full group in there. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a ton of planks because I was assuming that the town would be getting ready for upgrades. And we need 200 logs to upgrade the... 200 planks to upgrade the keep, the town center. Also 200 clay. So I think what we have for now, or what we need for now, we have. True. Yeah, another invasion to worry about with the deer. Yeah. The deer invading all the crops. They get real annoying. Bum, bum. All right, so I don't think she's going to have anything good for us. But I'm hoping for one more trader. I really am. Trades. Oh, we get a lot of honey from up there. Well, not honey, but you know what I mean. 78% bonus on that. Compatible with the big O50, dude. Wow. Thank you very much for the support. And happy Halloween to all of the chatty chatters of Raptoria. Welcome. And we're planting some more trees. Good. Oh, that does mean more food, though. That is awesome. Yeah, thanks again, Coppable, for the big support. It's nice. Top chatter. Ooh, look at that. 6 months of food? That's actually really good for early summer. A lot of that spring crop's got to be beans. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, hogs, logs, you name it. I'm going to get that as a drop. We got to get our sound effect specialist to edit a sound effect. An effect of sound. A sound effect. Okay, so that's going to provide us honey, but more importantly, wax. And then I want to make a chandler to make candles to then get more money. And it looks like a lot of the kids and stuff are growing up, so that's good. So now we've got, oh, 2 kids grew up. So we're getting more people into our laborer pool, but it's got to be more. We still need more. So we kind of should hold off on like adding more industries and just fill up the ones we have. And also hopefully be able to pay off the try to survive a year with like kind of low money. Okay, let's turn. Okay, that's already off. Just need to break even. If we could just break even, that'd be good. A bear patrol is needed. That's what that is. Bear patrol is right there inside their barracks. The barracks. But I want to build that, you know, a fortress. We are getting ready to fortify, because eventually these guys are just going to come with like catapults, and we're going to have to send out cavalry to deal with them, and it's going to be fun. Village is low on laborers. Yeah. Okay, let's pop down a couple of 2-3 gates. If we go to roads and fencing, right? I might not need a fence there. All right. We'll need a fence at the end, though. And eventually we're going to have to expand our farm, but this is fine. Gotta get these numbers up. Yeah, at this rate, raiders have been coming in about every 3 years, and I think they just attacked in our save, like just before, like at the end of the last stream. So I think they're away for a few years. But what I really want to do is take care of the camps outside of our town. But we need, we're going to need ground troops to take care of the camps permanently. But, yeah, we're going to start building the fortress soon. In fact, last time we kind of, when we explored the map, we found out, like, that's a good spot for a fortress there. Over here is a good, like a big fortress position because it is between the 2 lakes. And then there's, like, the best position ever here because of that mountain. And we could build it up there, but, you know, the enemy may not even go up there, so we can't. We want to build defenses where they look cool, But the enemy could just walk around those or attack from a different position. But at least in the west, that lake there is providing a lot of defense. It's good. Man, we still got a lot of the like west and south and southwest parts of the map to explore. We've explored a lot though. 140 out of 162. So 20 homes is good. And 6 months of food. There's going to have to be a big group of settlers coming in. It's going to be big. I think we're about to see a huge amount of people roll into the city. At least I'm hoping. Anything from 7, but preferably like 15, like double that would be amazing. Although it could be cut down in this deal, in the version of hard difficulty known as Vanquisher. And all those fields are getting fertilized next year too. Oh wow, now we're up to 7 months of food. Good, food is going up. Damn, it's like we ordered appetizers and a main course and have room for dessert. Beautiful. You've been loving the content on the update? Well, thank you, Phil. Appreciate that. Good to hear everybody, coming on back for the 1.0. I'm glad it came out. It took a long time, but I think they did the right thing in terms of taking so long to test out a tech tree. The tech tree is very cool. The new Anno game also has a tech tree, and I kind of like that quite a bit. In fact, that's one of the most enjoyable things about games like Dawn of Man, is that you have to like... Man, that game would be so much... I hope if and when they make a new Dawn of Man, we get a much more like in-depth tech tree and keep us in each of the different ages for a lot longer. So that way you really have to like really, really survive in those times. Because oftentimes we try to just get right out of the Neolithic era and get right into the Bronze Age ASAP, because some of the coolest building stuff is there. And, that's when trade is more important. You can actually make enough stuff to trade with the trader. It's cool. Yeah, Planet Base 2 I'm excited for as well. We played 1. It's cool. It feels like a weird version of Surviving Mars. Yeah, at least it's not porridge and sardines. Yeah, true. Our people are having, I think, a lot better meals there. Wow, 1,400 berries. Crazy. Mushrooms coming in. Apparently mushrooms a vegetable, I guess. But I think really what the game considers like protein to be is just protein is protein, which is non-vitamin C. And then vegetables plus vitamin C. Yeah, I'd say that this is probably one of my favorites, yeah. I mean, we just played an insane amount of it. It's just nice to be here. And what I've really been enjoying, chat, is I've realized that some of the best city builders are the ones where we don't fast forward. Like when we want to just kind of like take a chill and be all, I don't know, cozy and slow. Farthest Frontier, Foundation, Manor Lords. It's cool to see how long it takes for a city to progress. It's very, very satisfying. Very. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Villager happiness is pretty high up there. Looks like we're just missing beer and clothing. And a little bit of shoes. So now we're going into another autumn. I think, you know, there's a big chance to see settlers sometime soon. We really need a big boost. Okay, they're building the walls down there. And then when we get to late autumn, then those workers from the farm should become unemployed, or, well, laborers, and then we should have a big boost on that towards firewood, which is 381. So that's good. Farmers are at 8. So that's good. Yeah, I'd like to play Misery again. I just have my trip to Japan coming up. So, like, if I was not going to Japan, I would be playing a hell of a lot more of Arc Raiders, this game, Jurassic World Evolution, City Skylines as well. I'd like to play Misery. That was a neat game me and Jay played. And we did... Oh, and BK wanted to play something too. What was that she told me about? Oh yeah, that one game called Purifiers, where it's like Power Wash Simulator, but also feels a little bit like Crime Scene Cleaner at the same time, with the splash of like House Flipper. There's a lot of great games in there that we want to play. But I had to go and ruin it. Don't worry, it'll be fine. But you won't miss me, because this time I'm not going to go away like when I do for Poland and stuff. Alright, chat. Next time I go anywhere else, I'll stream from there too. Because I kind of feel bad that I only do it in Japan. But Poland's cool to walk around, just the streets of Warsaw, going to like the... I forget what it's called. The People's Palace of Science or whatever it's called. And I mean, it's a beautiful building. It sure as hell beats the other building, the damn modern art museum they built next to it, which looks like a tumor... Like, if a Apple store became sentient and started to grow in like a malignant growth on the city of Warsaw, that's what their modern art museum looks like. It's atrocious. It's like the worst of both worlds. Like mega ultra communism and mega ultra capitalism just both look gross. Gross. Although I hate to say it, chat, the commie building looks a little bit better, but it's because it's made of brick and not plastic and like steel and glass, which is like, okay. But brick is just a little prettier. I mean, when you look at those buildings from 1800 or in this game, you got to admit some of these buildings look real pretty. I mean, that's a pretty building right there. And that's just made out of wood and brick. Look at that. That's a pretty building. If this were a modern building, perfect square, concrete, you know. At the front it would say, you know, the Walmart School of Sprint presents a division of Disney Education, the Experience Plus program. Ugh. Am I going to any specific places in Japan? Yeah, we went last time to a place called Hakone, and it is a really... I might actually have to find a map of this place in City Skylines and build a city there. Hakone is like this... there's a beautiful, massive lake there, and they have these like diesel ships that they have made to look like pirate ships, and it goes across the lake, and it's really pretty, and there's a bunch of onsens around there, and there's like a cable, there's like a, on one side there's cable cars that go up through this region, and then on the other side there's like a train that goes down via a switchback and stuff like that, and it's got like the world's most amount of hydrangeas or something like that per capita or whatever, however they do the math, whatever. It's just pretty. And Elmox wanted to go to Japan, but he could kind of only go if I could go too. And so I said, all right, I'll go with you, because I don't want a friend to not be able to go do something. You know, he wanted more people to go on for the adventures, so he didn't want to go alone, and his girlfriend couldn't go, so he asked his dad to go and me, and then our friend Takeshi to go too. He already lives there, so it's fine. It's gonna be great. Although honestly, chat, at least 1% of me wants to be here gaming, doing the important, you know, real real work, the important work. Which is kind of true because Christmas is coming up, and a lot of you are going to be wondering, like, damn, what game should I get for my kids, or for like the SO, or for myself, or something like that. Will there be chair streams? I'm trying to think if I could do that. I think the answer is yes. I don't know, maybe. When I leave, though, I have family come and check up on my place often, and I have a feeling they, like, wander into the room. Oh, more bee stings? Come on. You were waiting for release to get back into this game. It's a pretty good game. It's, you know, a long, slow burn, but it's like, this game... I feel like certain city builders are like when you have a slow, like a pot roast, or you all know, like some of the best meats are the ones that, you know, have to simmer all day, or like that are on the barbecue when it's fall off the bone. When a city builder is like a fall off a bone type game, that's when it's like really good. And it's also kind of the same with, I don't know, the other simulators don't really work that way. Like, you know, that, the water park simulator game, gas station sim, a lot of these games are always fast, constant stimulation, always doing something, always clicking, always filling a shelf, always hiring and firing, and min-maxing expenses and income and all this stuff. And some of these games are more like, these are like chess moves. Like, what do I want to focus on this year? Okay, this year we're going to focus on building farms, getting the optimization of the fertilizer, the weed, and the rocks in the soil out of the way. So by year 3, we can be ready. Like, you're spinning a lot of plates, but these plates take a while to spin up, and they also take a while to pay off. Will I visit Mount Yotai? Yes, eventually. Not in this trip, but I would like to go to Hokkaido to go do that. I'll talk to Takeshi about it, but he doesn't want to go up to Hokkaido. A lot of the Japanese that I know don't want to go to Hokkaido because they see that as like their Alaska. Like, you know, it's like only going to be 24 degrees. It's going to be too cold. I don't want to go up there. That's 24 degrees Celsius. That's too cold. I don't want to go. And a lot of them don't like to ski. They like to go to Okinawa, which they see as their Hawaii. They're like, oh, it's all tropical there and beautiful beaches. It's like that. A lot of beautiful beaches and tropical landscape in like mainland Japan. But they're like, nope. Nope, you gotta go to Okinawa, you gotta go to Hokkaido. You can't do both. You have to be into one or the other. But don't worry. We'll get them up there. That is something I should have tried to push for, though. But the good news is if we get some people to go to Japan for the first time, the likelihood of going to the second time and then going somewhere else is higher, which is good. Promised to wear deer protection this time. Oh, right. Yeah, when we went to Nara and deer actually attacked me. Attacked. There's some good videos on the channel of that. So make sure you check that out. It's good stuff. Yeah, that's true. This game does feel like a good... this feels like a heavily modded or like a Banished 2. Yeah. It has nothing to do with that game or that developer or anything like that. But yeah, if you really enjoyed Banished and you kind of wish Banished was back around, or if you heavily mod Banished or whatever, or really liked how it played out, this game is like Banished and Anno and a little Tropico and a little, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. This game's it's a good vibe, man. This is, I have to recommend like 100%, like everybody who enjoys a survival city builder should play this game. I think there's a lot of good stuff here that I want to see then in another game in the future. I hope more people being into this game helps more games to be more survivally, or more, more options to do more things. Like, I like to play this on the hardest difficulty with invasions and getting attacked all the time and building forts, but if you just want to farm and build a pretty city and like play on pacifist mode, go for it, because then eventually you'll get bored of that and you'll be like, well, okay, maybe I'll try out normal, and then you get attacked a few times, then you're like, damn, that wasn't that bad, and then you're hooked. Then you're hooked. Favorite game of all time? World in Conflict. On our YouTube channel since like 2000 and I don't remember the first playthrough. Maybe, well, actually, it was the first like couple of videos I put on the channel. It was so long ago that when I uploaded videos for this game, YouTube at the time had a 20-minute limit on videos. Like anybody who uploaded to YouTube, there was only you could only upload videos at like, I don't know, 720p in 20-minute formats, and then you had to make a new video, otherwise it was too long. They didn't have the technology yet in for like big mega long videos. So there's like a big long series of that game on the channel, and then from there on out, I've been playing it, I think, every 2 or 3 years on the channel ever since. Maybe there's been some longer gaps, but World in Conflict is just like the perfect game. And I played Broken Arrow, and I played all these other games, but they certainly had a lot more realism and complexity to them, like Broken Arrow and War No, or European Escalation tried to capture those things from World in Conflict, but they didn't. It hasn't hit the same. Hasn't hit the same. And I don't think we'll ever see another World in Conflict. But I remember them talking about having like Cuba and Texas, you know, like an invasion from there going on, and trying to, you know, kind of play on what happens in the movie Wolverines, or well, Red Dawn, and the Wolverines mission from Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is based on that kind of too. So good stuff. Yo, gift bomb. Thank you very much, Phil. That was very nice of you. A gift to you and your dedication in your community. Well, thank you, Phil. Yes. Thanks for the gift bomb for the chat. Phil Robinson, everybody. Thank you. That is probably my favorite game of all time. I mean, it was a good period of my life. It was a good period in gaming, you know. And it was the right amount of technology before it became too intrusive, right? It was right as like things were online, but not always online. They didn't always have to have an online connection. Not everything always had to download the latest patch. But the option was there. A lot of things were opt-in. Now you're begging for everything to be opt-out. But back in that day, there was a lot of exciting things, and you wanted to opt in. Like, wow, that seems cool. Honey, there's a website where I can go and watch people playing video games for free. Like, I don't even have to buy the game. And then I can see if the game is good for myself before I like buy it myself, or maybe I don't have that console, but I want to see how things go in that particular. Like, I don't own an Xbox. I want to see what this Halo series is all about. What is this Halo series? Yeah. Favorite city builder? It's probably SimCity 4. Every time I look at pictures of SimCity 4, it really does remind me of this game and a few other games too. Although this one's like full 3D. Whenever you look at those isometric graphics for SimCity 4, it's just like, damn, they did a good job. It's like the perfect balance of like game and realism, and it shares a lot of vibes with The Sims. And I think you could even make a sim in The Sims and then import it into a city in SimCity 4, and they would like drive around the town. You could see them living and stuff. And I think SimCity 4 was like 2003 or 4, and then World in Conflict was like 2007 or 8. So somewhere between like 03 and 08, like kind of a 5-year period were some really good banger games. In fact, I think that's when like Spore came out, and hell, I even liked Age of Empires 3. A lot of people really only liked 2, and then kind of snubbed 3, and then, you know, 4 kind of got the groove back a little bit, but not like 2, but still was cool to see. But I still like 3 because it went for a story and it was actually interesting. 2 children have grown up. Good. They aren't me. I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Okay, so we got more laborers. Where's our big immigration? I thought all that extra food we'd have a huge amount of people coming in. Have I ever played Capitalism 2? I have, yeah. I don't remember the last time I played that. I have it on CD, so it must have been pre-2010. In fact, I think what, 2003, I think, is when I was getting into Stronghold for the first time. I think so many good games were in like the value box at the Walmart or like at the grocery store. And they're just like in the, you know, $4 or whatever box, like $4 or $5. Hell, I got Total Annihilation. I got in that game series before any of those other games came out. It's crazy. A lot of games that I found a couple, 2-3 years later, and I was like, oh my god, these are so good. You took your World in Conflict disc to Iraq and then forgot to bring the book. Oh no, the install code. No. I got the World in Conflict collector's box that came with like a piece of the Berlin Wall. I just thought that was so cool. It's probably the coolest collector's edition that I ever got. And it didn't really even come with that much stuff. It was like, it was in a box that had like the Soviet flag and the US flag on, you know, each side because of the Cold War. And then it had a piece of the Berlin Wall, and then like a DVD of Modern Marvels of the building of the Berlin Wall. And then I think maybe the game soundtrack on CD, and then like the game and its code, and that's about it. And the book. Some guy bought the source code and has been releasing new content for Capitalism 2. It's really good. Really? That's an interesting story. After playing the DLC for City Skylines 2, I want to go back to SimCity 4 again. But I think that's what I really liked about SimCity. City Skylines 2 more recently now is the financials and stuff are a lot slower. So it does feel like playing SimCity 4 like a game like this. I like it as city builder when you got to prepare and plan, you know? A lot of people are like, a lot of people don't mind ploppables. I don't mind ploppables either. But it's nice when you can plop a lot, like in this game. And then, you know, then it has to be built, that kind of thing. It is nice when there's a I guess those are called growables, because, like, if you can plop a growable, that's kind of nice. Yeah, we played the last Caretakers demo on the channel. It was pretty cool. The only problem about the last Caretakers, we couldn't leave the, couldn't really leave, like, the initial starting area, which kind of sucked. I wish they would let us leave and then, like, do one thing outside, but... It was a game that was on my radar and is now very cool. By the way, to see what we're up to when I'm gone, exclamation point schedule, there are quite a few good games coming out that you guys aren't going to want to miss. I think chat thinks that when I'm going, I don't know. I thought I gave the clear impression that, like, when I'm gone, you guys are going to have tons of stuff to watch. But I think chat just thinks it's going to be like throwaway stuff, and that is not the case. It is... There's either demos from the Steam Next Fest, which you may have played already, but then there's also a lot of stuff that's embargoed and I can't show until later. And it's like, we're just waiting for the day that we can show it. Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. It'd be fun to play a racing game with you guys. We haven't really had like a massive community night since like Farming Sim, because that allows for 16 players, or like Fall Guys, and that's like 50. Oh, really? The last Caretaker releases next Friday? Oh, damn you, Elmox. Never forget the things he's taken from you, including me. I want you to be mad at him on my behalf. Oh, I'd play the hell out of the last Oh my god. I don't even want to think about the games that I'm missing. When I get home, it's just going to be, we're going to have 48-hour streams every 24 hours. I'm going to have to simultaneously be playing maybe 5 games. And then, Elmox has the audacity to not even be here for today's streams because his internet was down. Can you believe that? my very good friend, who I like very much, who's a very good person, chose to attack us, chat. Can you believe this? Launched a personal attack on me and the chatters. Custom made to order attacks. Never frozen. Red Storm Rising was a good game by Microprose. Yeah. Dude, Microprose, I am so happy to see Microprose come back and like be so strong with really cool stuff. Like Regiments and that one game called I forgot the name already. Sea Power. Naval Combat in the Missile Age. I always forget the subtitle tag on that, but it was very cool. Hooded Horse as well is like, I can't believe the amount of games Hooded Horse is like being a part of. Every time I look at a game, I'm like, I bet I like this. This is probably Hooded Horse. And it's like, yep, it's Hooded Horse. Especially if it's like a city builder survival game. Which, by the way, we played Whiskerwood a couple of, I think yesterday on the channel it was. Or maybe it was the day before. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Sorry, things are going by fast because I'm so busy. But Whiskerwood seems like a real good banger. It's like Timberborn, but also Banished, but also Against the Storm. And I met some of the people from Against the Storm, and that game is very cool. Against the Storm is kind of more of a roguelite type game, and you're not building cities for too long, but like, you know, you build a lot of little cities. That's cool. Yo, Angelo, thanks for the #1 channel for RTS. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, this game's got some good RTS elements to it. All right, we're getting through the winter now. Again, we got 1 month of food, but don't be alarmed. We got plenty of stuff in storage. I need a big mass of immigrants to come in. Like, I want people wanting to come to Raptoria. I gotta build like Lady Liberty up on a hill. Be like, give me your kids. Seems like a bad title name to start with, but you know, hey, bring your kids, your wife. Come on down. It's the Showcase Showdown. Welcome to the city, or something like that. Like, that's what we need. Are we stun locked in population? I don't think so. We are getting pretty close. Our goal tonight, hopefully, is to hit 200 population. But you know there's going to be some invasions in that time. But what I want the population up for is so we can build more military. We need more troops for the defense of our great city. We got people still trying to mess with us, and we want all those people in. We want all the immigrants, and we want people moving in and like wanting to work in our farms and things like that, and start their families, and then hopefully their kids will grow up and be in the military, and we can have a good time. No bad times, only good. Evan should guest stream while you're gone. Oh. Well, you know, I mean, there is the potential to give Lumberjack and Dirty the keys to the castle. But I don't know what Dirty and Lumberjack will play. #1's probably Arc Raiders a bit. #2, probably more... whenever Black Ops comes out, I think they'll probably play that for like a week. Probably more Battlefield. I like it the best, though, when Dirty and Lumberjack play like... Those dudes are so good into shooters, but they have no idea their potential to like be very funny at games like RV There Yet and whatnot. Like, I enjoyed playing RV There Yet so much that I actually kind of want to play it again with different people who don't know anything about the game, and then I just do a completely different role. Like, the last time I pretty much drove all the time, but it's because the girls didn't even have their license. Like, BK and Emma don't even have their license. And Jay, like, I needed a man I could rely on to, like, you know, give me the, you know, the signals and stuff. I need a good qualified spotter. And you know, if you're a dude approaching the age of 40, chances are you've probably helped a couple 200-300 times or more of somebody back in a trailer, or back to trailer yourself. You know what I mean? So I just needed the experience. But with Dirty Lumberjack, this will be great. And there's a mod to actually make that game playable for like more than 4 people. Now that's what we need to do. RV There Yet was amazing. Yeah, and I saw somebody refer to games like that as, quote, friend slop. But honestly, if a game concept is so funny and good that if it's so stupidly simple that it's just pure enjoyment from top to bottom and $7, you can't really complain. I mean, $7 is half the price of some DLCs for games. And that game, and I was blown away by Are We There Yet in being more than like 3 streams. Like, I think we played that game for almost 15 hours. 15 hours. And of course, you know, a lot of it was us not knowing, you know, the longer it takes, the better. Like, just knowing the route and having all the tips and tricks and everything handed to us makes that not fun. But the struggle and the lack of awareness and not knowing how to do stuff, and then that thing of discovery, every day people erode at that. Like, unfortunately, today's youth don't know about discovery like that. It's just answers handed to you by looking it up on YouTube. It's like, and they expect, this is why a lot of the young people who watched our channel years ago got so frustrated with live streams, is because it was you're telling me this live stream that's showcasing things actually happening in real time isn't curated, butchered, packaged, and presented in a way where it's super sterile in order to maximize watch time by having jump cuts where the presenter never stops speaking for any moment in order to have text pop up at the bottom of the screen to keep you engaged for just that a little bit longer, just to propel it through the algorithm? Boring. These kids are so hopped up on like cornstarch and artificial high fructose corn syrup of the visual variety that they have no idea that like a good old hearty beef stew exists with just a little bit of beef broth, some potatoes, carrots, celery, some onion, and a slow cooker. Oh, dude, slow cooker is too slow, dude. Like, these kids, 10 minutes of dino nuggets in the oven is too long. It's like, oh, is it in the slow? Do I put these in the slow cooker? Because 10 minutes is way too long for me. Dude, my Insta-meal should have been ready before it was ready, dude. Like, I just eat the ramen in the pack. I just bite into the pack because I don't have time to unpack that and put it into boiling water. It's too much. It's like, what the hell? People don't have patience. Well, yeah. And that's, you know, one of the things that I saw like a couple years ago, there was this big push on the channel where people would be like, you know, you can speed the game up. Dude, did you know you could speed it up? Yeah, I'm well aware. But many of you know it's like about the, destination and not the, it's about the journey, not the destination. What the hell's going on here? Oh, one unhappy villager. Wait, what? Oh, I guess he was just mad about low food. Yeah. The dude's mad about low food and thus takes 4 meat, 2 beans. And then took his tool with him. Oh, wait. Reason: needs more entertainment and unmet clothing needs. Well, wait a minute, bro. You're taking your hide coat with you. I think he wants actual, like, woven clothing. That's what it is. All right, well, we'll have to buy some then. And then the other group chat is the auditors. And I don't mean AUTID. I mean ODD. Very odd and strange. Like, after some of these videos, man, for the longest time, especially around the Big C, there were people who would just time stamp and then quote, like, they would quote the thing that you said and then like make a counter argument to that and then time stamp. Like, I mean, it was like watching a stenographer. They would like literally self-stenographer what you said, put it in quotations, timestamp it, come up with like a rebuttal, and be like, "Hey, dude, you should have had this. I know that the update for this game came out during your live stream, but you should have downloaded it before." And it's like, my man, you just timestamped 2 hours into the stream where I say, oh, update's out for the game, let's restart real quick. Hey man, this took me out of my groove. You should edit that part out of your live stream. even though I've been watching this live stream for 4.5 hours, this 2-minute part where you shut the game down, go to Steam, download the update, and jump back in, you should have downloaded that before it was available. It was just, they were almost there. The level of crazy mental gymnastics just to justify their anger, but then to have like a billboard size like inconsistency in their own anger it's insane. I have to be mad and my anger has to go somewhere, thus you have to deal with it, YouTuber. It's like, bro, just buy, hey, how about you just buy this game and enjoy it? No, dude, you were paid by big, what game is this? That's the other one too. It was crazy, the inability to read. Be like, building an awesome fortress in my favorite game. What game? And it says it like right at the end. It's crazy. Most people are pretty normal here, but it's usually the hit and runs off the street with all the heat. That's when they get crazy. But then the crazy, and I mean like god tier final boss deity level that some of these folks have to be able to jujitsu any sort of like anything that you say to them that's a logical response. They have an incredible ability to like block parry, unblockable, counter block parry that. It's insane. Hey dude, you suck at this game. All right, well go buy the game yourself and play it. Oh, so look at this, guys. Look, he hates his fans. This failing channel of this failed dead channel is failing because dead. That's their rebuttal, dude, and they wait for it. It's insane. They want someone to challenge them, and then they like, it's like they put on their Nintendo Power Gloves in both hands, except those Power Gloves are more like powerless. You know, they're powerless to make their life better, so then they just lash out on the internet. It's like, I got to start charging a fee for that then, man. And I'm providing you a service, and I didn't realize that. Now there's a service fee associated with that. You can't do that. Japan? Yeah, I'm leaving in a few days. Anyway, thanks for the support, guys. Every once in a while, though, I have to talk about things that happened, like, in the past. Like, I won't tell you about when it's going down at the time, because it'll make the current situation worse, but after it's over, then I'll tell you. Man, that was crazy. Because I was looking back at some comments, and I was like, whoa, these people are deranged. Like, I thought I should have actually addressed some of them and brought them up. And at the time, I was like, no, that's probably not a good idea because people... I don't know. It doesn't... The argument is, like, you shouldn't put focus on the... You know, you should blur out the name of the person who said that, but it's literally public YouTube comments. Oh, here we go, chat. We got a live one. We got a live one. It's happening it's happening at this very moment, chat. We got a live one. Do I speak Japanese? I know a few words, couple, 2, 3 phrases, couple, 2, 3 words. It's like with my Swedish and my Czech. I guess we'll let those trees grow. We got a lot of big trees to cut down near the base. Log get them, Raptor? No, you get them. You do it. Okay, bro, I'm waiting on like a huge push of people moving into the town. Like, where the hell? Oh, this guy's out of money. Beldar's out of cash. What could we buy with him? We got pottery. Ooh, he could sell okay, well that means the other lady needs to show up. Okay, I'll do that. I'll buy. I'm gonna go all in. We're gonna do some gambling here. Let's gamble, boys. Okay, I'm gonna buy 167 pots and store them in here. And then maybe 30, okay. All right, chat, we're gonna have to do a pact. All right, here's what we're gonna do. For every time we get a U, one person has to become a member or a sub. We're gonna need a gift bomb. Seven villagers graduated. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna keep flattening out the land for our own sanity. Knowledge point was generated. That's sweet. Okay, maybe further on the crop resistance. Then that would unlock selective breeding non-grain. Ooh, plus 20% yield for beans, greens, and root vegetable crops. Oh, and if I get this up to... Oh, we have to do level 2 to unlock grain anyway. And we have to get up to beer, because they want beer. Maurice, thanks for the gift bomb. I'm going to go all in. So that should be, okay, plus 30% resistance to disease. So that means over the next couple of years, we are going to be making more food. Which is great. Wow, look at that. We went up to 5 months. Is that... That's a 5 months? Wow. That's crazy. So food is drastically increasing. Insanity. Insane. And this happened. Can you see School of Fish jumping around? Oh, they jump out of the water. Sweet. They do. I love it. I'm hoping we see more town to city updates too, because that game is a hell of a lot of fun. And has a little in common with this and like Foundation. It's more a chill game, but all right, look, another trader's coming in. Good. You learned the word litigation from me? Yeah. All right. So she's not buying pottery this year, but that's okay. We'll get her in the future. She is selling tools again for a slightly higher price. And buying soap for less. I will sell her some wood because I want money. Hopefully we can get this. I want to get that down to 0, the upkeep. But then again, I'm going to build a military, and then that's going to increase the spending. Hey, from Scotland, love watching your streams. The game is definitely my favorite. Really does give me a more detailed Stronghold vibe. Yeah, I think so too. If they ever made a... I want them to make a Stronghold game that's like in the style of 1. Or in Stronghold Crusader style. But expands upon building like this. But it'd be a tall order, I think. It'd be quite a difficult task. I really do think so. I do. Two children have grown up. All right, well, this is good. Laborers are now nominal, and same with construction. Okay. So we're not getting like the huge wave of people coming in, but we are getting children who were born to go through the education system and get old enough to work, become adults, and then start paying into the system. Hell yeah. All right, I got 270 back. And I think I'm going to keep buying tools from this lady because it does speed up a lot of work, such as farming. We can't make our own yet. We got to get through a lot of tech trees first. Big money Masook for president? Yeah, he's got that big money. All right, so as soon as that 250 log arrives, there we go, 28 in there. When that starts coming in, I'm gonna sell that for some dollary dues. We're still at 28. Seeking... Oh, shelter stocking is what these two are doing. Alright. I don't think it means... I think it means that they're transporting to the actual trade depot. Also, I wonder, can we upgrade roads? No, not yet. We gotta unlock the thing. Oh, maybe we're not getting immigrants because of the lack of entertainment. Maybe. Overall happiness is 82%. But yeah, you're right. Entertainment is literally 0. What would fix that would be tavern, but we have to unlock the... I got to get more knowledge points to get... first to get grain. Then I need another knowledge point for beer, so that's another like 28 months. Just waiting for those. And we're doing science as quickly as possible. Not quite. We could actually put more people in there. All right. Let's bop up on the research because we need to. Oh, look at that. It went from 13 to 6. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a good time to put people into the school. Yep. Okay, so now we can burn it into 6 months. All right, we need that. Could have maybe did that earlier, but honestly, better late than never. Clothing, beer, and entertainment? Yeah, sounds like we're going to be opening a Hooters gift store. Thank you. That was pretty good. Festival poll. Yeah, that would be a good one, yeah. Entertain villagers or happy villagers, yep. Alright, let's build that. Yep, let's do the little maypole. And then we just, once we get the military, we're going to go clean out that raider camp and start hitting camps around the map too. But what I think we should do is maybe time it, because every time we destroy a camp, we buy ourselves time from a raid. And so the more time we have from the raid, the better fort we can build, like when the time comes. Like this is all part of the plan to build the big Omega Ultra, which is the technical term. Yeah, we're building the maypole now. She's staying here for another 28 days. I gotta sell the rest of those planks off. Oh, and then I actually wanted to buy tools. Yeah, trading wood for tools is a good idea. Ooh, a drought. The gate is like through the ground. That's all right. Well, plenty of food. So I'm really happy about what we did with the education. Hey, Rap, super impressed with Vane so far. Oh, are you? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play that one yet either. I made several videos on Vane, and I feel like with those zombie simulators, I like to see what the differences are between them, but it's so, they're very all so much the same, oftentimes. Like whether you're playing Zomboid or Vane or Humanity or whatever, it's really fun to like create a character and like start out in that feeling of desperation where you got like almost nothing, and then you find that crowbar, and then you pop open a garage, and then you kill a couple zombies and try to find a vehicle and hook it up to a trailer or whatever and live as a nomad, then find a cool spot for a base. After you do that a couple of times, it's like, okay, I want to move on to the next one and see what else I can do in the next game. But Vane is cool. Yeah, I just didn't get a chance to cover that one. Steam Next Fest and all that. Man. You know how it be. Well, I guess right here is where we're going to build extra decorations, and then that should help the town up there. And then we're probably going to build more of the town here, I guess, and down there. So here and here would be great spots for the town. And then maybe eventually I'll move the blueberry farm away somewhere. Maybe up here. All right, 6 months, and we're in early autumn. 6 months of food. That looks like clover. Yep. Very nice. Huh. Rod with the 30.99. Wow. Thank you, Rod, for all your support always.
Have a great trip, Raptor. Looking forward to the live streams.
Yeah, me too. I gotta start streaming from other places. Like maybe I'll go to the UK and see Harry and stream like some of that. Like we gotta go do something cool. Like in Japan, I think like everything's cool because like we're on trains all the time. But I feel like if I go to the UK or I don't know, just randomly Ireland or France or something like that, not everything's on train unless you're going between two major cities. But a lot of major cities have metros. But it's a thing of national pride for Japan, and trains are like sent like front and center, and that's what I really like is like trains. So that's why I'm excited for Transport Fever 3. That's gonna be really fun. Could houses get beyond the tier 2? Yeah, we can get up to tier 5, I think. I know we used to be able to go to tier 4, but I never got up to the tier 5 stuff. Plus, there's new decoration. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't been digging too much into 1.0, mostly because I didn't want to know too much about the end game, but just the road to get there. Like I said before, it's kind of about the journey and not always the destination. But Devilish, thank you for the gift bomb for the chatters. Thank you, and happy Halloween to you too. Thank you very much. Okay, only 3 months left on our next research project. Houses are at 144. So let's do a more houses. More houses. A singular more house. And I think we'll have to move these around a little bit. Okay, I'll build these houses, and then I'm going to shift the neighborhood around so we can fit more houses. And the market is there, so they fit. $168 berries. More to go. More rain. All right, 4 months on food. I just want that big push of new people in. I want to get it. Chat, food recommendations for delivery? DiGiorno. DiGiorno? Oh, that's not delivery. That's pizza. Curry goat and chicken biryani? Whoa, that is a recommendation. There it is. Oh boy, that's what we've been waiting for. I love the color palette on this is outstanding. The color palette on this art for a lot of these like messages are, they're like a trading card game or like Magic the Gathering kind of vibes, like that kind of palette. That's outstanding. Oh, and 10 new people, which is perfect. Then go right into a big O new mega farm. Big O new mega farm. I was like, what job am I gonna do? Am I gonna be a hunter, a fisherman? No, you're gonna be working down at the old mega factory. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Nerdapalooza with the 5 bomb for the chatty chatters. Looks like we got some trick-or-treaters in the chat. Knocking on, it's like a reverse day. They're knocking on chatters' doors and offering them a membership. That's very nice, chat. Thank you. Oh, good. And new homes are going up, which is also very good. Also, did I build that one in front of the road? What the hell's going on? I guess I couldn't see because it was at a weird angle. I'll fix it all up. We're getting it all fixed up. You can drive the top to the bottom of the UK in 15 hours? Really? That's still a long time. I did see that new American Truck Simulator. Well, actually, ATS and Euro Truck are both getting new DLCs. Like, newly announced ones. Like, there's some coming soon, then some coming a little bit later, and then ones that they've recently announced. So they've got like 3 in the hopper ready to go in time. But basically, they finally announced Ireland for Euro Truck Simulator, which is like, wow. I thought they forgot Ireland was on the map. I thought Ireland would be one of their first DLCs because it was like, okay, it's a kind of a smaller country, but it's already attached to a big part of the map already. Like, by being attached to the UK, they can, you know, like tie it all in with ferries and things. They never did it. And I thought, well, they're never going to do it. But then they also announced British Columbia for America Truck Simulator. So we finally get to go to Canada. So BK's locked in. Finally. I'm glad my threats and my let's just say legal promises came through. And then also Arkansas, which is going to be cool. Or not Arkansas, but Louisiana. Or wait. Actually, now I forgot, because I showed Shrike one and he lived in both states, and I can't remember which one. But anyway, eventually we'll get there. Dumb question, does the apiary benefit from the arborist fruit trees? Yeah, I just built a couple of apiaries over there, and you can see when you go to put down the apiary, it'll show you. It'll put big O yellow thing down. So that means a little bit more wax for us and a little bit more honey too. In fact, what do we got for wax? 47. And I'll build a Chandler eventually. Some serious mountain driving, highway driving in BC. Can't wait for BK to travel the BC. Oh, there she is in the chat. See, she knows what I'm talking smack. Her BK alarm goes off. It's like the baby monitor. That's what they use it for now. Evan just cries when he needs them, but they put the baby monitor over by the iPad whenever I'm complaining. Dino costume, yeah. Well, remember, BK went as a big O container of milk, and Evan is Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Or actually, I don't know. He could have had 4 costumes. Who knows? Like when you got a newborn baby and it's their first couple of holidays, you got to give them like two, three outfits because they'll never be cuter. Except for me, I'm like Benjamin Button. But like, you know. Are you sure it's a baby alarm and not a fire alarm? Ooh. Yeah, BK. Okay, so they're moving in their new streamer mansion. We got to get them to cut a hole in the floor of the bedroom and then have a fire pole down to. Yeah. BK seems to be very fascinated by fire. And I'd not be surprised if, like, they got a knock on the door 2 or 3 weeks after they move in, and some company is like, "Hey, look, we're looking to do a photo shoot at a lovely home of our new." Like, we install like fireplaces and fire pits for homes. We want to put a fireplace in your home and also in your backyard for free. You just got to agree to let us take pictures of it when it's done. Several outfits, but he is Tigger tonight. Okay. That seems to be BK's favorite, is putting him in the Tigger outfit. It's a good color. Bright orange. Very fall, very festive. Very much like this. Something even better, maybe over like that. We got to get a mod, BK, for RV there yet to add a baby seat to the RV. Then we can bring Evan along. We'll strap him into the co-pilot seat. A lot of potential there. Oh, BK's in both chats now. Safety orange or flame orange? Well, that's the thing. Like, Tigger's got the safety orange like body, but then his stripes, well, they're supposed to be black though. But I guess you could. Actually, I don't even know what the hell the costume looked like, because I thought there was like an outline of the stripes to make them. I don't know. There's like several uses of orange and then black, and then like yellow. I don't know. Okay, we got a month of food, but we do have hunting and stuff coming in. It was a rough year. We had droughts. But we'll be fine. Trust me. We'll be fine. You know, actually, we should have gave BK... Oh, wait a minute. We should have got BK like a whole construction outfit. Hard hat, the safety visor... The little sign that says like stop or slow when you rotate it, you know? Oh, that would have been perfect for BK. And then Evan. We could have just given him like a little brown outfit, and she could have put him in the baby stroller, and then we could have had the baby stroller dress up as a wheelbarrow. And then it would just be like BK's like wheeling around dirt. or sand, I guess. That would have been perfect. Oh. BK, you need to consult me on all your Evans PR for his brand. This kid's over 2 months old now. He needs to start, you know, like what's he bringing to the table? He's got to have a brand. What's his ROI? Kid doesn't have any teeth, can't speak yet, hasn't walked, but he should be able to at least like do a couple streams a week. He could be a traffic cone. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, put one on his head. That'd be great. Like a little hat, a little beanie, a little traffic cone beanie. Oh my God! I think BK for his. I have personal requests for my godchild. I don't know what the hell he is. My apprentice. Yes, his first birthday. BK, you need to get him cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes, because you got to do the whole baby smash thing where he just smashes it into his face. Kids do, you know, they do that. But here's what you do, BK. All right, listen up. All right, you got to get some like tractor, like get some bulldozers, right? And you get the chocolate cupcakes with like the chocolate frosting or whatever on top, and then you like kind of like spoon some of it out of there, just a little bit, and then you put the bulldozer in there, like the bulldozer's moving the dirt, and the dirt is the chocolate fudge. Oh my God, dude, that's God tier thought. Or just get him a whole sheet cake of a construction site. Now don't worry, I'll lay out the construction site and provide several suggestions for heavy equipment, but you're on your own when it comes to tower cranes. That's gonna have to be on you. Sent you Discord DM. Oh God, let me check it. Oh my God. Oh, the pouch with the tools. Oh, and they got the little blow up ghoul going in the front yard. Oh, that's cool. It's a purple pumpkin. That's genius. I'll use brown sugar as sand. Yeah, good. Ooh, good. Now, hold on a second, BK. Now, wait a minute. This seems like you're gonna... I don't want you enjoying the cake more than him. That's his birthday. You let him have that. You don't get to have your Roadcraft anniversary. Oh my God. If this kid was born on the day Roadcraft came out, oh, it would have been great. BK could have always said, you know, it's like, oh, I can't stream tomorrow. It's the Roadcraft anniversary. Plus, it's also Evan's birthday, I think. Wait, yeah, it is. They're on the same day. I always forget. But anyway, I can't. I'm going out to Caterpillar Incorporated's testing grounds. They called me out. They want to do a sponsored stream. I'm going to be releasing the new Cat 9000 X69 HT the Mega Ultra Dozer. I can't. It's got the power of 7 aircraft carriers in it. I can't miss that opportunity. I gotta go. Jay, hold the baby. I gotta go. You've changed, BK. All right. We have another knowledge point. Huzzah! And Lulz XO, thank you very much for the 12 months. Congratulations on the 1 year. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's your anniversary. Happy birthday. Scientific method. Ooh, plus 15% research speed at the academy. We're putting money into that right away. Hell yeah. 15% faster. That's bringing us from a 6 probably down to maybe a 4. It'll be 4 faster. Especially when we get the tier 2, which I think is 25. Handing out Takis to the kids and they're just freaking out. Really? Do they like that? Yeah, chip. Actually, that's the thing is chips are a legit option that you don't really even think of. I always think of just candy, but as a kid, if I was to get like a bag of Sun Chips or something, that's cool. I love when they give you that on a flight. Sir, here's your Sun Chips. And what would you like to drink? I want my apple juice in a sippy cup right away, sir. Right away. Would you like your Tonka truck bib changed? Yes, yes, please. Give me a new bib. Because that's the level of adult I am. Mm-hmm. Sand pit, coal, sumac, okay. Shocking there's still no digital candy in Fortnite. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do like a Halloween event where you got to go shoot bushes or something until candy pops out or something. Oh, we got somebody sick with what? Oh, the typhoid person? Okay, we got to turn... Can't let typhoid spread. That's going to be dangerous. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of the foid. They said it's because of a lack of soap, but we have 39 soaps, so that ain't the problem. And that dude lives near the market, so don't tell me you couldn't go buy some. You're just lazy. Yeah, get me my placement with... Yeah, I want a placemat with my little... God damn. That was the thing I used to... We used to go to Applebee's a lot in the 90s when times were good. When you could actually go out and afford a meal with family. But we used to go out to Applebee's, and I swear to God, they used to hand out a map of, like, you know, your neighborhood. And then they would give you stickers, and then you could build... Like, you could put a sticker where you wanted to build the bridges on the map. Oh my God, dude. Applebee's had stickers, and you could like paint the, you could like, you know, draw the neighborhood and color all the buildings, and then you were also in charge of the infrastructure. My God, I never forgot that, Applebee's. Thank you for what you did for us. Loader X, thank you very much for the 10 bomb for the chatty chatters. And Emma with the raid of 13. Oh, the raid is here early. I thought the raids only came in the spring, but clearly it is winter of year 18. Almost. Ooh, the city's old enough to vote now. Vote for me. And we'll be okay. Okay, so food is scarce only because of the drought from last year. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we got it all locked in. And then I'm going to do a big mega field here after we get another group of people. Or like some more people growing up left and right. We have 27, but minus 8. So that'll bring us down to 19, which I think I want them getting more stone so we can then get ready to build walls. Or at least some more things out of stone. I'm going to ask whoever to go... Yeah, go break down some more stone here and there. I want to leave some stones in the town so it looks nice. Just build around them. Raptor origin story unfolding. I mean, you know, that's the way it works with me. Like I if someone's just like, tell me a funny story, I got nothing. But what that triggers is like, you know, an agent is then paged at the office at the Ministry of Memories, and they go down deep in the archives and start looking for stuff. And it takes a while for that elevator to get down there. And then they have to look around in the dark with a flashlight, find something good, then bring it back up the elevator. And I'll think of these funny stories and stuff, and then, you know, 2 or 3 days later, I'll call someone randomly and be like, dude, I remember the thing I was going to tell you, dude. And they're startled. They're like, huh, what? Are you okay? Yes. I need to tell you about my Dairy Queen story. Oh, is that what you were trying to remember 3 days ago? But the good thing is when I remember it, it's like a zip file that takes a while to unzip. It's got good detail in there. Takes a while for that file to arrive and unzip, but it's got some good details. Who, what, where, when, why, and then other memories to then compare it to today's time period, and then to remember that things were better back then. Oh, one time we went to Dairy Queen and I dropped one of the dilly bars, but the person behind the counter saw me do it and they were like, oh, let's get you another one for free. Dude, things were better back then. A dilly bar was only $40, not $80. It was better back then. Sparkle Time, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you. All right, another year survived. Check this out. And happy Halloween, chat. Maybe I'll come back tonight for maybe a I didn't think about doing this because I wanted to play more Farthest Frontier and more of Jurassic World and other things that I've been playing before I leave. But it is Halloween, and maybe I can come back for a secret PM late stream. Maybe. I mean, I got a lot of the stuff done I was supposed to do, earlier in the week. We could talk, chat. We could maybe make something happen. But I don't know. Does it have to be a scary game, or we just play something we all like? Like, I don't think it matters, because honestly, scary games do come out throughout the year. But I don't have time to like start things like Tormented Souls 2 and finish up Ghost of Yotale, although that's not a horror game. I don't know. Going to Dairy Queen back in the day as a family meant something, yeah. A lot of people went to Dairy Queen after like sporting events. Like Dairy Queen hits different because, I think Dairy Queen's profits octupled when they invented ice cream cake, or at least that's the first time where we saw it as kids. Where it's like, dude, you know how we have ice cream and cake? Yeah. Well, they've made an ice cream. No, they haven't. We just landed a man on the moon in 1969. You're telling me right here in 1998 we figured out how to make ice cream cake? Yes. It's just they just deployed it from the lab. Representatives have come out of the bunker. They've been cooking for a couple, 2-3 decades. And now they've invented ice cream cake with Oreo crumble in the middle. Oreo crumble in the middle? Oh my God. How is this not like nitroglycerin? How is this like not unstable and explode the moment you take it out of the freezer? How does it not disassemble in front of you? Oh, they use subspace dark matter, dude, to hold it all together. Well, that or a huge amount of chemicals and high fructose corn syrup that the FDA has somehow approved at the same time that the guy invented high fructose suddenly started working in the talk there. But anyway, yeah, dude. DK was a total treat when growing up. Dude, the chocolate dilly bars were good, but if you ever got a cherry one, those cherry ones just hit different. Cherry dilly bars were just like top tier decadence. You understand me? Like if you thought the ice cream truck coming around and getting that Sonic the Hedgehog popsicle or the ice cream with the face half melted off like the Nazi in the Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of looking thing with the gumballs in it, that was trash. But if you got a cherry dilly bar, if they had that, if those were in supply, you may as well have been one of those kids that won the Nickelodeon Toys R Us Shop-a-thon or whatever they called it, where you just get to the sweepstakes where you just get to go in there. All right, I think we're about to be attacked this year. We got to lock in, chat. You're distracting me. I think we're about to be raided this year, which is going to suck because food's going to hurt again. But we just need an uninterrupted harvest. We got all these fields, and we just need an uninterrupted harvest. I'd say the 2009 Ghostbusters game, but the 2009 game is a Thanksgiving movie. Damn, that Ghostbusters game was good. I remember a couple years ago when we played that new Ghostbusters game. I think it was like 2022 or 21. We played that with like Dirty and Lumberjack. Oh, and Booster. Booster was a dude. That guy, Booster. That I still think about that from time to time. How Booster was literally an unstoppable ghost. That dude was like god tier. Like, I mean, Booster should stop playing. I know he's playing Valheim and stuff, but that dude needs to play Ghostbusters competitively. Like, if there was a World Cup for like $99, which you could win for being the world champion, that dude needs to go for the big cup. He needs to go for the Goblin Goblet. That's what he needs to go for. The Ghoul Goblet. That's what he needs to go for. Like, he's gonna win like octuple platinum. Oh no. We couldn't stop him. Like, the only person who could stop Booster was Jerry. Like that was your paper to your rock. Only Jerry could stop Booster, and that was it. It was the only way to stop him. Okay, 3 more months left on knowledge. Please, let's get some more food. Villager has died. Succumbed to an illness. What the hell? I get him out of here. I had the damn place open. I thought they were going to heal up here. I think we just threw him out on the streets. Oops. Oh, we have one elderly person. Finally, our first elderly. His name is Lee. Okay. So now we have... I don't know if I want to sell those to him for a lower price. I want to see if Atka of the Iron Clan comes through. I got nothing else I want to sell, though, at the moment. Let's see. Storage is full. Wait a minute. Yeah, that should be fine. Got a lot of stuff to move around. Whew. 2 whole days without home internet, Jay? What? And Elmox has lost his internet for a while as well? What's going on? Oh no, soon all of the streamers' internet will go out and they'll be forced to watch me. This will be so unfortunate. Oh no. Like any other corporation, I'd hate to reap all the benefits of this and then increase my laziness by having self-checkout at the streams where chat will have to stream themselves, but also watch ads. Yes. How unfortunate. Yes. Oh, that one's out of range. That house has to go over here. I think we maybe kicked the bandits' asses so good last time that maybe they're not coming back for a while. I figured they would have attacked by now. Forced to watch TV. TV. The box in the living room, that's for PlayStation every once in a while? That plays this television? Interesting. Oh, the Academy's out of paper. What's the estimated yield here Fertility 43%. Planted, harvested. Well, they were able to plant 184, harvest 111. That's not that bad. Not great, but it's, I mean, 100's good. More food is needed. We went to Factory Outlet and got a good deal. Jay, is that also where you get your haircut, your tires changed, and also bought a playground in the backyard for Evan? All at the same place? When I found out about Canadian stores. You went to the Bieber Shrine. BK's a high-ranking official at that. Okay, we got another wagon coming in. Good. I don't really want to trade this guy these pots at a lower price. Oddly enough, this outlet only sells furniture. No, you just couldn't find the stairs to go to the second level. They sell dirigibles on the second level, and then deep freezers and cryo chambers on level 3. Naturally. Please do call the Beebs. There's got to be some sort of an AI voice generator. You can type in something. Hi, it's me, Justin Bieber. BK, you need to stream more. Come on, stream, baby, baby, baby. Oh. Mr. Chase, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much for the support. Oh man, the other traders taking their time going through the streets. Ooh, 11 villagers graduated. Okay, so 35 people are now on a sign. This is good. Means that they're all free up to like go cut down trees and stuff. So I think I want to build the next fortress here. And there's actually gold there. How much gold? 2,000? All right, not that much. But if we need it, it's there. We're also going to need to cut down a lot of trees. Okay, so we should probably ramp up our pottery production and our clay output. Because now all we gotta do is get to 200 population, and then we should be able to get to the next tier. We need 3,000 bucks too. Scorv is here. Excellent. What's he selling? Lots of hides. Some medicine, too. Now we'll just hold off on that. Okay, one more month, we get new research. New research coming up. New research unlocked. I need more paper, too. 2 more villagers born. I gotta take all this guy's money. I can't let him have a penny. I think what we could do now for now, chat, is now that we got enough people, I think what I want to try to attempt is... Damn it, I should have did this before she left, but I don't think we'll have enough money. The Iron Clan lady, I gotta buy some weapons from her so we can have some foot soldiers, but... I want to build another... barracks. And then have it in town just for, like, to go wherever to block the enemy when they attack. But then we can move that to one of the new fortress locations. So maybe we'll put it, like, over here... with the idea of moving it somewhere else in the future. So, like, build it here and then get ready to move it whenever they're done cutting down all those trees. Because that's going to take a while to move. That's a good spot for now. So that'll be for our foot army for now.
This pleases me.
Music's so good, dude. And the maypole's up too, so that's a little bit of entertainment, I guess. Okay, Scorv is still visiting. Oh, we got new tech tree stuff. Good. Okay, Scorv is down to 35 bucks. All right, what can I... How much are we... how much is that selling for? There we go. now what do we get? Oh, wait a minute. 5% more damage and armor for soldiers. Uh-huh. That's going to be good. But also better towers would be good too. We technically have a lot. Okay, I'm going to go back more into more education and research for the yeah, we're going to do that so we get 30% faster research speed. That's what we're going to do first. Then I'm going to do something like better towers, because we did build 4 here plus another 4 there. So we've got 8 towers that could be upgraded to the next tier, which, in addition to the walls being upgraded, I hope does a lot of damage. Yes. Yes. I think we need more houses. Just try to smooth that out a little bit. That'll buff out. You were at the castle where the Holy Grail was filmed? Was that a White Castle? Happy Halloween, yep. Happy Halloween, chat. Move that over there. Oh. Okay. Enemies are attacking. Okay, so we got an army moving in from here. I think what's going to happen is they're going to probably hit this here and go south. So I think one army is going to attack from down here. And this other army is going straight for the town hall, I think. So hold on. Shields up. Activate all towers. I don't know where the group on the east side is going to attack, but it could be here. How many bow and arrows have we been making? 48 bows and 518 arrows. Beautiful. Let's switch back to making only arrows for a little bit. 2 Fletchers was a good call. I thought we could get away with 1, but I mean, we've been fighting so many. Okay, here it is, a big raid. The big one. Big. The big dead one. Big red one? Okay, here they come. All right, now the raid here we could use as a test for where we're also going to put our future forts. So the one coming in from the east, I think putting it up here on this hill might be a good spot. So I opted for it to be put here, but maybe after the next attack we could try to put it up here. So I'll have them clear out that mountain. and we're gonna put a fort up there. Plus, always we were always going to be mining that coal there for 6K because it's nearby, and there's iron ore down here too. So we're gonna do some of our initial mining just right on the edge of town, which is kind of where you want mines, to be away from the people. Oh, I'm glad we got this other fort going up. I don't think we have any weapons though for that. If that gets complete, no, I could do bow and arrow again. We could do bow and arrow again. I don't want to do bow and arrow again though, because I want to actually clear out these raider camps. Plus, the raider camps will give us some loot. Okay, let's go ahead and sound the alarm. And we're at 157 people. We got to get that 2 hundo. The door's open to the 2 hundo. Okay, there they are. Oh, yep, that hill's going to be perfect. Oh yeah, that's going to be another fortress right there. We're going to fortify the valley. It's going to be sweet. Defenders are in the tower. They do have their ammunition. If they attack the town hall, it is covered. Raiders look like they were actually going up there, which is fine because they're probably going to come straight down here. Oh, the Raider flag is here, though. Although an arrow is pointing directly up. Man, they got to make it so the damn army stays together. I guess that's just marking where the banner is. But then according to the minimap, it looks like the banner's here. Okay, they're coming in from the north. Just a couple of them, though. There'll be more. Oh, good. That barracks was just complete, too. We're going to move that up to the top of the hill as soon as the fight is over. It looks like they're going for maybe the town center. Hopefully they go down here. We're gonna see. Cult of the Lamb, a Devolver digital game, is on sale. Overwhelmingly positive. Oh, good. I think I played the demo or playtest on that and had some fun with that one. All right, don't attack people's houses. Just leave them alone. Don't tell me only 3 people are attacking from up there. How many raiders? It's got to be over 100. Only 24? Well, some people are going to die. Oh, they're bringing a battering ram. All right, that's okay, though. We've fortified the walls. The walls are more fortified now. And they're turning away. The gates are closed. Yeah, they're not going to really stand a chance there. Yep, they're done. All right, so that's gone. Now, problem, we got a battering ram coming in.
Okay, then.
So we're going to have to get the...
Done.
the People's Army to deal with the problem.
As you wish. Done. Done. Okay, then. On it. Will do. All right. All right.
Okay, we're going to lure these folks over to the fort if we can. Aw, 2 babies born during the siege. Isn't that adorable?
On it. All right. Will do. Will do.
We did it. Unfortunately, 3 people died, but we were able to stop the ram. And that almost took out the town center, which wouldn't have been a big deal, honestly, but we stopped it from happening, which saves time for a big harvest, which hopefully has already taken place.
As you say.
Let them tell the story. Okay, so now we will turn off all these towers and hopefully spend the winter clearing all the rest of these trees, and then I can take the materials that we do clear. And I want to build that barracks up there. I don't know if it's flat enough, but we got to get the trees out of the way and flatten the land. Oh, wait, oh, it's perfect. It can go right there. Man, that just doesn't seem to have enough range, man. I hope there's a perk or something that increases range. It seems better to put it on the road because that's kind of more of a likely either here, this place directly, or on the road where they could pass by. Either passing through or making that their main target seems way better hitting them there. But we'll try to put it on the hill. That hill's going to increase damage massively. You get a damage bonus for that. So if we put, you know, if we put this on the ground, we get like a +0 bonus, or like maybe a +3. But up here, look at this, it'd be like a +12, +13, +18. Almost do double damage per shot, and that's just with the bow. Crossbow does way more damage than that. And think of the emotional damage we could do. You can't even calculate those numbers. Can't even calculate those. Good to see them running. Big L for them. Big, mega, ultra L. Have I given the newborns notes to help defend the city? Oh, yeah. Yeah, great damage numbers on that hill, but this one's even better down here. Like, this looks crazy down here. But I gotta get them to attack that destination. Maybe what we could do is, like, we make a big wall around the city, but we leave, like, a gap in the wall where we want them to attack. So it's like, oh, right over here is your... Oh, no, we're undefended over here. And then, meanwhile, there's, like, a giant fortress there. And then when they start getting shot at from the fortress, they'll have to attack the fortress. Like, it switches their aggro. Fractured bone, all right. Let's heal up our villagers. We're getting to the point where we should probably just leave that healer on all the time so we don't lose anybody. And people are constantly sick because we're up to higher numbers of population. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Or put the vault on top of the mountain, right? Yeah. You know, we could do that. I think for a mountain that's this big down here, this would be cool to put all of our gold smelting and our, like, you know, our barracks to train troops, and then maybe some additional storage up there. And then we tell them to store only weapons up there, so when we do make weapons, they have to be brought up there. Did I like the new update on Manor Lords? I did kind of cover a little bit of that. The beta. But we'll have to see more progress on that one to really determine it. I mean, I don't want to give a review of what the Manor Lords update is, but I want to give a preview of what's to come. And then when it drops, then we can kind of break it down and be like, all right. Although I did kind of do that. I mean, the beta came out, and then we played it a bunch, and then I kind of gave my thoughts on it, but it's not really a review. It's more of like, here's where we're at now. Here's where they want to be. And I hope like they get there, and like we'll check it again when it's an update. But really, it's hard to review that game until, I mean, everything's cool. All the new stuff is great. Anytime we hear about it, something new being added is exciting. But I won't. It's hard to really review a lot of games until you play it all the way through. But I don't really do that. Usually, it's just like, I've been around long enough to where I could look at a menu at a restaurant and be like, I know I'll like that, and probably this. And my problem with restaurants is usually when you go to a nice restaurant and have a great experience, you have to go again, you know? So it's like when you get a couple, 2-3 good games and stuff to play, then you want to go back for more. You can only eat one thing at a time, unfortunately. Unless you have a friend with a really big purse. I don't want to cut down anything close to them. Bee sting. This happens like every fall. What is this, a tradition in the town? Every like late autumn, early winter. Oh, wait a minute. We got a bear attack.
Done.
As you wish.
We're going to ambush this bear.
Of course.
As you say. Done, of course.
He knocks somebody down. Is he going to leave him alone now?
Of course.
Okay, the bear did a
Will
hit and
do.
run. We have our medic team out, so they'll probably be able to revive that guy. If the bear's running away, then good. Damn bear. Bee stings, fractured bones. Okay, we got to get a big farm going too. We're not producing enough still. We're producing more though. It's good. I was like, no fertility there. Although these fields are getting more fertile when they're continuously dropping off manure and whatnot. Yeah, the running of the bee, apparently. Yeah, there's the running of the bull in, what, Spain? We got the running of the bee. We release one bee into the town, and then everybody runs away from it until the bee wins. And then when one person gets stung by the bee, then they all get to come back to town. It's a fun game. It's great. Fun for the whole TGI, fun for the family lineup. Or TGIF. Okay, there's great flatness here. This is good. Gonna level this out for farming. It's already pretty level, but... Do I give out Halloween candy? Chat's been giving out a hell of a lot of gift bombs and stuff, so thanks, chat. I was thinking about doing another secret PM stream, but I want to do something multiplayer, and I don't know, we've all seen like Phasmophobia and like Demonologist and stuff on the channel, so we'll maybe do something, maybe. Maybe. And we got all these great numbers of babies being born and good people, like good numbers of people moving in, but we need more frequency. Ugh. Winter's beautiful in this. Thanks for the live stream. I know. And now we're done with a recent raid, so now we got a few years of peace. Oh, we're 2 months away from research, and I need to buy more paper. Okay, so we'll need to transfer money to town. From savings to bank account. Can you upgrade the maypole? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think you can upgrade it to be fancier, but we need bricks and maybe stone. And we might need some other research too. What's up, Alain? Hello. Food? We're okay on food. Trust me, trust me. They got a lot of stuff stored in their house. We just don't have more for any longer winter months, but winter's almost over. It'll be approaching late winter, and then spring will sprung, and spring and spring in the spring, and then the spring will sprung. Sprung, spring. Spring, sprung. We'll be alright. What we got to do, though, is well, actually, some of the homes we built, I think if we put another decoration down, they might upgrade. What's up, Missy TK? Welcome. Well, we could finally build a temple, which would add, does that add desirability? It do. Ooh, plus 5%, alright. Yeah, what we should, I'd like to build a university, like, within the, like, this would be an auditorium or something. This kind of looks like it's part of a university. We're gonna call it the U of U. The University of U. Remember, chat, whenever you say you, but you mean you have to say it as you. What? You can't build universities that way. You have to do it individually. You are lying to people. You can't build a university for pretend purposes in this pretend game of pretendance. You are going to YouTuber jail. Wait until Neil finds out about this in between his meetings of adding more AI and ads and ads and AI. Certainly bringing a blessing to the platform. The U of U. You. The U of U. Not to be confused with the ooh woo, which is the ooh of woo, the Prince of Blueprints, the Duke of Design, the Viceroy of... We'll figure that part out. The patron saint of patents. Oh yeah, like Silent Hill F2. Yeah. That was like another... That one came out, I think, in September, didn't it? Yeah. Face cam lighting is incredible when you say you. You. Look evil that way. You. All right, 20 years in. One more and the town can drink. Well, it'll be a few more years for that because we got to unlock that. Or actually, maybe just a month. I got to build a pub. That also adds desirability. Actually, can I do that now? When we build a theater, we unlock knowledge. Oh, we gotta get to tier 3 before we can do a pub. So no drink until tier 3. Sorry, chat. No adult beverages. Beverage. Okay, so now it says we have no food, but of course we know those numbers are stable. And now we should have a plethora of items coming in. Now, hopefully no... Okay, so this year we shouldn't have any raids. We just took care of that. We shouldn't have any droughts. We just had one. It can happen. I think we'd have a back-to-back, but... we don't want that happening. Meow, 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 meow. Tier 3 is coming soon. To a TBD near you. Knowledge generated. Oh, actually, we got to go down wheat, and then we got to go down booze. But as usual, things come down to population. I'll need more people to be in the army of the barracks in which we want to build for our big O fortress. That's what it comes down to. Wow, plus 20% yield from compost production. That goes right into farming. Getting that yield up is great. I want the farming. I want way more compost, and I want way more fertility for farms. Give it to me, baby. So we're going to build this farm field, and then I think we're going to expand it a little bit to fit perfectly. It's got not great fertility, but, you know, gotta start somewhere. Can't wait till January for the Halloween spooky game streams. Yeah, we're a little overdue. We'll probably be late February for our Halloween streams. Hey, but the good news is I've started Red Dead Redemption 2, so we'll have that done in the next 5 years. So now give me a big old boost to population. Population. Okay, 17 on the laborers is good. And the fort is being moved up there. Yeah, we're playing on Vanquisher difficulty, yeah. The hardest difficulty. I think you could, there's probably ways you could even turn it up further, but this is hard enough, especially for a 1.0 playthrough. Few things are yet undiscovered by us, but we will figure it out. All right, child has grown up. Good. They are no longer Toys R Us kids. Excellent. 2 of them. Love it. I love it. A lightning strike. Oh, we got a lot of clay coming in. That's good. $55 for pottery. Mm-hmm. You tuned in for the traditional annual lightning fires? Although they seem to have chilled back on the fires a little bit in the game. The devs have. It was crazy, but they scaled it back. More big rain. Good. Good. We got to see some big increases of food here. Oh, and we might need weapons as well. Okay, let's put some money back into town hall. Easy. You love shopping for presents in Toys R Us in Australia? Oh. It's shut down. Shame. What's up, RJ? Okay, so we're going through our spring. We're stacking above food. First trader's coming in. We're going to be able to do some big trades. Big trades. And then... oh, we got a lot of planks. That's good. We're going to need 200 for the city hall. We got to get that 200 population, though. We really need to do an ad for the city. Like, come on down to Raptor City. Beautiful beaches and beautiful babes. Oh. Speaking of which, Atka the Iron Clan is here. What's up, baby? Give me that money. And not much else I can buy. Yeah, we have some tutorials on like blueberry farms and other stuff on the channel. So after you follow and subscribe, go to the video tab on YouTube and then check out our latest videos on Farthest Frontier. They're only a couple weeks old, so there'll only be a few videos to go through. And I think we're making a playlist for 2025, but I got to check with Elmox on that. Or let's just call him our editor. Of course, she's selling swords for an incredibly high price. Well, we don't really have ground forces ready to go, so buying now would be a bad deal. What happened to Tam? Who the hell is Tam? I saw your Blueberry one. That's how I found your... love your content. Oh, good. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's good to watch all the tutorials, too, because, like, if there's one thing that you didn't know, there's probably a couple... I know I always say it all the time, but a couple, 2, 3 other things you probably may not know yet. Secret blueberry fields. Gorgeous. Devs don't want you to know. The woman who does your shorts? Oh, Tan. Well, Tan was streaming with us a couple of days ago when we played Power Wash Sim. Otherwise, she's in, like, the chat, like, every day. Sometimes she disappears, but, you know, everybody always comes back. Except for Pinto. He's been banished to the Shadow Realms. And Alex has been banished to one of the most deadly places on Earth. A farm in Australia. I mean, just statistically. And if he can survive that, then he can survive my rigorous 55-day course on streaming. We're still getting the cargo netting and the tires set up out in the lawn. Is Australia on Earth? Sometimes. But if you, look, you'd know the actual lore of Australia if you played Death Stranding 2. The only way you can get to Australia is from a portal through Mexico. It's the only way it works. You gotta go to snowy... I think it snows there. Is there... I can't remember if there's snow at that part of the game, but anyway. Then you gotta build... I built a damn highway around all of Australia, but... Like Darwin and a couple other cities got exploded, but I assume that's how it is, just for real. They got blowed up, but I was building roads and trains all across Australia. And I was delivering animals too. Steve Irwin would have been proud of me. He was watching me from above, be like, come on, man, deliver that kangaroo from that forest fire. Come on, man, get a hand in. I got it, Steve, don't worry. Oh, dude, you're the best. Dude, look at this. These two... That's crazy. These two foragers are completely full of berries. We might need another couple of foragers. Actually, I think we did the math on this, too. I think these produce... Actually, wait. These are supposed to produce about 20 plus berries per year. And then I think we have a perk that increases that number even more. And then the capacity of these buildings, the forager, is only like... something. Like, that says 24 there. So we better... We're gonna need more foragers. They probably won't eat all that food and it'll go bad, but the chance of that number being high and somebody coming in for an like immigration and for the food number to be huge is big. Long story short, it's like if we have a lot of food in storage, a lot of people will move in if the game randomly decides, hey, we're gonna do a big immigration wave. Good. Let them in. We want all of the wonderful people of Raptoria here. Did Alec... why a farm? He betrayed me once in Farming Sim, so, you know. I mean, my hands were tied. He was late for a Farming Sim stream, so... I made sure he's never late again. Can't be late if you can't escape the farm. I mean, he can leave anytime he wants. He just has to get past the minefields. It'd be cruel to keep him there against his will. He's free to leave at his own leisure. All right. Not really much I want to buy or sell anymore. If only she had tools. But we got pottery for next year. You need a blueberry bush for a forager for each blueberry bush. You're right. that what chat learned at Raptor U? BK is suffering the same fate. I never believed she was pregnant and had the baby as a ruse. Raptor has locked her somewhere in Australia. Well, I'll believe the baby was real when he reaches 18 and then is able to legally speak for himself as to whether or not they were his parents. So for the next year, for the next 18 years, we're deferring judgment to a later date. But we do need to pre-punish, and then we can forgive later. It's like the IRS, but for prison. You have to pre-serve prison time, but then if you're found innocent instead of guilty, then we just say, my bad. Oh, our bad. And then you're forgiven. I mean, you still lost out on 30 years, but you are forgiven, so that's fine. Works out in the end. And part of the incarceration revenue service. Can't you just put the berries in a storage? They're trying. I mean, there's root cellars right there, but they're basically picking. They're picking berries faster than they can store them. So we need more people picking, so that way they store them in the forager first. And these are like little mini storage buildings. So it employs somebody to pick berries before they go bad. So the faster that's done, the better. And we keep finding more blueberries anyway, so that farm's only going to get bigger. I think we should move the blueberries anyway. And we could probably move it down here. Like, maybe up here. Because I'm probably not going to put a farm up on the hill. I'm probably just going to do like, the blueberries don't need fertility, so I'll just put them up there. Like, I don't think they produce more or less based on fertility. Although I will say, devs... what you need to do, okay, is make it so that way these blueberry bushes, produce something in terms of fertility. Or, I mean, like a honey bonus, right? I don't know. Can't figure out how to make bricks? Well, bricks are just, if you follow the production chain, it should be in the technology tree. I think you have to unlock them. And then it'll tell you how, I think. I thought they were in here somewhere. Quarry. Where is that brick building? Oh, here. You got to reach tier 3. Reach tier 3 and then build the brickyard, and then it's clay plus coal equals bricks. Why am I not planning a trip to Australia instead of Japan? Well, when I get to Japan, I'm going to deploy my little probes like Vader does. Or, I mean, what's his name? The other guy. Darth Maul. I'm going to deploy my Darth Maul drones when I get to Japan. How did you get those much berries? Exclamation point blueberries in the chat. There's a video for that. I may have to start pinning that because this is good. More and more people are getting the game in 1.0 and they don't like. This has been a thing for a few years in the game, but people didn't know you could make these blueberry farms like this. So I have a whole tutorial. Just type exclamation point blueberry, and if the link doesn't pop up in chat, just wait a little bit and it'll link you over there. But just sub on YouTube and go to our playlist for Farthest Frontier. I got tutorials on everything. Or at least as much as I could think of. Or at least we could think of. Chat gave some good ideas too. Exclamation point blueberries. Okay, so final call. I guess there's really not anything I want to buy or sell. She's leaving in 3 days, and I don't want to buy anything for a super high price. Blueberries, plural. Exclamation point, blueberries. Or just, yeah, sub on YouTube. Which is at exclamation point YouTube. Wow. Maybe we'll even pin that. All right, chat's enjoying the stream, so I've decided we're going to do a very rare Mega Ultra Extendo stream. I will extend the stream by 1 second for every gift, member, bomb, super chat, new sub, new follow. Let's get a hype train going. It's Halloween. Let's get some hype. I got a lot of videos ready for you guys while I'm gone in Japan. It's going to be awesome. Let's see who our first new member is going to be. And they are... This is great raid music. When we get raided, we got to play this music. I'm playing my bear. Like a guitar. Or maybe I should do this, like, I mean, it is 2025, so we have to do a little more pushing, a little more. Wait, how do I do this? I don't know if there's a slider for this, is there? Oh well. Dana, thanks for the Raptor Egg membership. All right. Extendo. Oh, okay. Time extended. Okay, looks like they're doing a lot of mining. Is that coal there? No. Why does it look like dirt? Oh, that's because that's the beginning of the farm field there. It doesn't turn to like field until they're done. But there's like a little storage area for crops and stuff, yeah. Raptor, does the blacksmith building have a large or small negative radius? It's probably large, but I think the largest one is making the glassware. I think the glassware one is the biggest radius. It's a good question, though. I'm not entirely sure. Bum bum bum. Missy TK. Thank you very much for your extendo membership. Drought. Meanwhile, it's literally raining in the midst of a rainstorm. Drought. I'm like, what? That's like you're eating Thanksgiving dinner and be like, you have died of starvation. What? Are you kidding me? And another drought, of course. The one big year for us to make it big. All right, this will provide more room for next year. About these forgers, we can eventually upgrade to tier 2 and make mushrooms and everything else. Arctic J with the hundo bits. Thank you, Jay. Okay, cool.
This pleases me.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Run for it, Marty! Who?
Oh my God, is that a member convoy pulling into the stream right now? Is that 50 new members pulling in right now? Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. It's happening. Okay, we're almost to 160. Well, it's going to take a while to clear that amount of land. All right, let's go ahead and cancel any sort of logging of small trees near the base. Crops ready for assignment. All right. Let's only go for the big trees now, boys. Big trees. Up here. And down there is good too, because I need to clear that for farming. And that's for our fort. '40th anniversary is on Monday for Back to the Future. Really? Wow, you're right. Wow. 40 years ago, man. An epic banger of biblical proportions. Wow. Okay, now I want to extend this field crop a little bit. And I'm just going to leave them to work that field till the weeds and the rocks are all gone. We'll see what happens. Do I have a plush kimono bear? Wow, I got a bear that I got from some other game a while ago. Boom. Another tree going down. And another winter going down, too. It's going down. Man, that one's had powdery mildew forever. Beans, peas, buckwheat, and carrots that's affected by. Okay. We'll cut those off then. And we'll do cabbage, and then... And then cabbage. There. I'll have to rotate that again for disease, but we got to get rid of the powdery mildew issue. That can kill off 40% crops, so we got to change that out. Yeah, compost is automatic. We put that on auto fire. They're going to love cabbage. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. Who doesn't love cabbage? You're a savage if you don't like cabbage, yeah. Towers of Agasaba. I think I did look at it. I don't know if I made videos on it, but it sounds familiar. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's one of our fort locations there. So that's going to be our eastern fort. Then the southern one's going to have to be like up here, but we got to make sure the enemy's pulled towards the towers. Seems like it'd be a good idea to at least put a wall around the barracks and then some towers too to shoot the enemy from far away and then pull them into increasingly deadly fire. And then same up here. Although this one's going to sit on the ground. That's still a good location. And this one's been holding pretty good too, although we didn't really get any action today yet. Could happen anytime. Oh, houses are upgrading too. Must get the population to 200. That's our next big goal. Mega. Put those houses down for now, flatten out the land, scoot things around. Nope. Nicholas is saying ATS Halloween stream, like Haul. It's a little, I think, too short a notice for me to have to set up my wheel and stuff. I just cleaned, and knowing me, I'm not going to put that back, and I don't know if I can have that on my conscience. Although, do love that ATS. I think we're going to be playing a lot more of that with DLCs. Man, look at these fall colors. This game's ridiculous. I mean, it's just pretty every time. You know what'd be really great? This is something that I think I've always wanted, and I just realized it now. If we could get a game that was like Roller Coaster Tycoon or Parkitect, and it looked like this, that would be perfect. Like, I love the whole Roller Coaster Tycoon isometric art style and the retro vibe. And arguably, I think Roller Coaster Tycoon in some ways looks a little more realistic in various aspects of the trees and whatnot than Parkitect. Parkitect's very, jelly bean, poppy, friendly, happy vibe. But sometimes Roller Coaster Tycoon with the trees in Roller Coaster Tycoon look really like this. But if we could get a park simulator that looked like this, and this is crazy that I'm saying that, but if we had something kind of a little more real and gritty, where the soil and things like that look like that, and your whole goal is to make things look vibrant and welcoming, and I mean, that's the vibe everybody wants to be in, is not, sad depression. You want to be like in a pretty world of excitement and adventure, that kind of thing, for a little while. I'm a strong believer that better children when you make them help grow the vegetables. Wait a minute, you just made me think of something. I thought when you wrote children, you said chicken. Maybe it's time we start getting maybe we should get a chicken coop up. Can I build that now? No. I gotta research animal husbandry. But eggs and then a little bit of meat every once in a while would be good. Meat's at 39, but chicken won't count as like a half of meat or something like that. It's one full meat. And now we could have 199 people in the town, and if we get a house to upgrade, or when my house, that house builds, then we're up to 200. So we have just like maybe 30 or so more to go. Oh man. Oh man. Popeye's Frontier, yes. Or we're in the wild unclaimed territory of Kentucky, where the colonel has set forth with an expedition to find 11 herbs and spices. Long day of moving tomorrow. Did we give you approval on that? Wait, tomorrow's Arc Raiders, Jay. You can't. And you've already missed 2 streams. Uh-oh. Impending blizzard. My anger has been transferred to the game. Interesting. All right, Jay. Have a good night, I guess. Bueno. Into another winter of my discontent. Or as in, discontent so good I should subscribe. Oh my god. No internet? Jay, what you do is you gotta go swing down to the, oh, what the hell's the name of your hardware place? Rona? Head down to Rona. No, I don't want to hear big melt, big freeze, big socks, big cheese. Swing down to the Rona and pick up a 700,000 footer. And just bring that down here and plug it in. No excuse. Well, we can finally unlock chickens and whatnot that way. That's good. Well, I think what we can do is, boy, if I do grain crop, I'm going to have to get like a heavy tools for a windmill. And do we have to unlock a bakery and stuff too? I thought there was a tab for windmills. Maybe not. Well, okay, fertilizer. Man, the chickens actually would be quite good because I'm going to go with that. Get started on chickens because they can. What we could do is we could have them go to a pasture somewhere, like over here. We can do like a chicken farm here and then have them do double pastures next to each other, and that could be a whole fertilized field there. I took all this time to build this field, but we could just have them eat right off the ground, and also it creates more manure. There's a lot of potential here. Okay, but I think the door now is wide open to 200 because we found that we can pretty easily defend ourselves. And after all the excitement of the big attack that came in, I mean, there's not really as much death anymore. There will absolutely be, like, I know I've jinked myself by saying that, but yeah. Not enough dead in the graveyard. Most of these bodies have got to be there's more bodies to bury, but most of this is from, for whatever reason, the AI wanting to go over there, even though I didn't assign them to go over there or do anything over there. They just kind of seem to have wandered over there, and then one person wanders there, and then more and more and more to try to get those bodies or something, but you can't really like tell them to stop going over there. So we should really be like at one. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say we should have probably already hit 200. 40 deaths were mostly attributed to random bear attacks and wolves and whatnot, but also some AI shenanigans. And we've also got an impending blizzard, but that's okay. We got 300 firewood. So we should be able to build like another woodcutter and then get even more firewood for the next year. Or we're just going to leave these laborers as is for now. For now. Alright, so in addition to sticking with our goals of preparing for these big fortresses, I think we should continue to cut down trees on the mountains so we can use that material for the barracks, but also to clear it so they can shoot and see and stuff. And we can see too. So we've got at least 3 locations we want to build forts. There's got to be maybe one more. There's some narrow passages here. We could maybe build, like, not a fort there, but maybe towers and gates. Yeah, chickens will be good for eggs, which will be protein, and meats, which will be protein. I don't think they produce any feathers or anything for making arrows. That's not needed, but Certainly not going to mind more meat. And then, of course, eggs, too, which is something that's important in Manor as well. Wow, look at that. 49 bow and arrow. Oh, well, 49 bow and 1,200 arrows. Wow. I think we're going to go ahead and shut down the Fletchers then for a couple, 2-3 years. Nobody's going to buy bow or arrow anyway. So let's get 4 people right back in the labor pool. But I think chickens are a good starting protein. And also with the chickens, actually we might need grain. I should have maybe thought about that. But we don't need just chickens. We can also do goats. And the goats, I think, just eat off the grass. And same with the... but then again, they need hay. I don't know. I feel like in order for this tech tree to be effective, you do need a couple of different unlocks to get down that tier. Because I definitely want to go down the vermicast so we can get more fertility faster. And there's also even sheet composting. One more person works at the compost, and then 30% faster it's made. It's pretty good. Do I want to build the tavern? Yeah, we'll eventually have to get there, but that's why I put so much into education, because at this point forward, in order for us to kind of like do anything interesting, we have to do a couple of things to unlock. Like if we're going to make beer, we still have to unlock grain crops and then beer. And so at least, I don't know, tech is coming in like what, once every like 8 to 12 months? You think chickens will eat root vegetables in the winter? Okay. I mean, we'll see. I'll make them eat whatever. But then we just got to start making more people move in quickly. Like, we've had a couple of years where people have kind of just been like, eh. But it's just where we are in the tech tree. Like, we just need more tech, and that just takes time. Tech takes time, and then that opens up the doors for greatness. Or grapeness, if you think about it, because we're about to build the... I think we're going to move this little farm here over to the other side here and make room for something else. And then we'll keep cutting those trees down. And then I think this is going to be all decoration there. And then the city will expand. We can even move the orchards and stuff. It's all good. Not bad, though. Population's up. It's good times in the city. That's for sure. All right, folks, I'm going to call it here for tonight. Happy Halloween to all of you. I may take a break and come back. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to grab something to eat, though, and then make sure everything's locked in for you all for the future, as in, like, from basically Monday to the 13th when I'll return from Japan. So, everybody, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now, and make sure you follow. I may also have additional keys for this that I'm going to drop next time we play, maybe tomorrow before I leave. So that'll be a cool thing on Sunday or Saturday to do. And yeah. So thanks again, everybody. Happy Halloween to all of you. Thank you again for all the amazing support. I hope you've all enjoyed all of our Big O streams here this week on the channel of all sorts of new games. And thank you very much for the support on all the channels. Hope you all have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night, folks. We'll see you next time for more Farthest Frontier. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Have a good night.